Welcome to our educational series. Today we're going to talk about the volume profiles, big case P and small case B profiles, how you can use them, what do they mean. Now, what I want to explain first before we dive in is that you always want to monitor the context and where do they appear. Now, the first example that I'm going to give, because I'm gonna give a few examples here and then I'm gonna go in-depth explanations, just a short explanation. The high volume for the specific days being at the highs, that's why you get the P-shaped profile. All the volume nodes are up here, and then for small case B it's the opposite. Most of the volume is being at the lows. But what does this mean? What is the controversy behind it, and how this data is being wrongly explained by the majority of people? Stay with me until the end so you get the whole understanding of it. Now, this is the volume profile chart from ExoCharts. Now, this is the data that you get from ExoCharts in terms of volume profile. Now, what I want to show you guys is a few examples. Now, this example is for a P-shaped profile, which you get after a significant run upwards, and then you get a breakdown. Why did we get this breakdown, and actually how you can use that thing. Now, just to run a few days back, now you see here we have a lot of balanced days, then you get it move up, okay, then over here you get 1 day balanced, then you try to shift the volume to the upside. As you can see, the candle closes down here and most of the volume is being up here. So essentially you have a lot of people that are being short or long up here, doesn't matter. Most of them are being trapped unless you go above that if they're long. And usually, as you know, after such a move up, a lot of retail traders, they actually do go long because some EMA cross or any other BS like that. So what I want you guys to be aware of, that usually when you get something like this after a move up, you gotta be aware of potential breakdown. Now, what actually happens here, this P-shaped profile, P as parrot, okay, most of the volume is at the highs, as you can see. Now, this is telling you, judging by the candle close, that actually people want to trade higher, but they cannot push price higher. As you can see, the next day you have lower volume profile, an unbalanced one, then you get a shift downwards. Now, what I want you to keep in mind, that actually 2 days ago, that's on Friday you get this profile shape, and then on Monday you actually confirm trapping all these people, and then most likely you're gonna move below where the whole initial move was started. Why? Because everybody stops most likely below this low or even this low. Now, over here on this profile, what you can see, you actually get another P-shaped profile, and this telling you again that most of the volume is being traded at the highs, okay, and then the next day you actually run this down, okay, so you have a lot of people that are being trapped in here, so you continue moving down because of their liquidations and potential stops. And as I told you, you always want to look at the context. You get range, you get an attempt to break the upside of this range, but then it fails, okay? And judging by the volume profile, you can clearly see that you have a lot of trapped people. And also looking, let's say, at the volume at the delta, you can also get more understanding. As you can see, you have quite a lot of volume up here at this candle, 883 million on buy bid, and then this one right here you have another 800 million. As you can see, prior to that breakout you have 500, 700, 400, 250, 180, 380, 720. So all the volume is at these highs. Everybody that has longed this so-called breakout is at getting correct mode, to put it that way, okay? And you can get understanding and you can get all this information by the volume profile. You have, I'm gonna repeat myself again, a lot of people went long or short here, doesn't matter. All the volume is at the highs, and essentially you can trap them if you start moving back down, and you're gonna run into their stops. And you can actually grab the move from this point, because you here have another trap people, and you actually backtest the golden pocket at this place, and also you can see the point of control of this candle. And what your main strategy is to get involved into point A to point B. I've said this multiple times. There's not a perfect strategy in trading, but you have to get into the move from point A to point B, and that's what actually happens here. You get involved into point A to point B. That's the main thing. Risk, reward, stops, targets, so on. Now, moving forward, just a quick explanation here. Quite the opposite thing happening in these candles. Here we get small case B shapes. What I mean by that, most of the volume is at the lows. Then when you start breaking up, you actually see prices squeezing through that level fast. This actually means over here, okay, let me just come here. The opening of the day is at this level right here. So this is your daily open. Okay, that's the daily open. Okay, so you're actually holding above the daily open pretty well. Then you get another attempt to move down and actually squeeze these longs from here, and you trap a lot of shorts at the New York Open. And then you start moving up, and judging by this B profile shape, small case B, you start squeezing up. Why? Because you have a lot of people that are being trapped in that area. The same thing, just the opposite way around, okay? The same thing, just the opposite way around. It's here. It's just the other way around, okay? And you just squeeze up. Same thing over here. Nice consolidation, kind of a B-shaped profile. Actually, that's a big case because you have a lot of volume here as well, but you get the idea. Okay, let me just move back a little bit. Let me just see if we can see something. So yeah, here you have a nice PS parrot case. So yeah, here you have a lot of people that were, you know, getting trapped in that area, and then you get a breakdown. So essentially you just squeeze them up. That's where we get this fast move down. Okay, if you want to get into even deeper explanations, because that's just basic ones, hop in the Discord and join us. It's absolutely free. And catch you in the Discord. I'm gonna go in some more depth explanations about that. So yeah, see you there.